Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Into Reverie, and last episode we finished off Lloyd's route completely, that we finished it, that act of his, and now we have the opportunity to go back to Rean's route, as I also expected, because we were stopped, because we didn't know where it continued from there. So I'm expecting that by talking to Claire we will probably learn about what actually happened during the signing ceremony and how everybody will react to it. At least that's my assumption, but let's go back into it and continue, shall we? And I'm expecting after that we can continue with Lloyd, Rean, or whatever the first one is. So let's go. Right where we left him. Hello, Major. Are you ready for talking with us now? It sounds like she's deep in conversation about something work-related. Should I wait here until everyone's ready to meet? Nah, wait until the meeting.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. I'm afraid I have terrible news. Crossbell's signing ceremony today was disrupted by a surprise attack. Crossbell has been reoccupied.
Huh? By who? What happened?
Yeah, they never expected this to happen. I didn't expect to happen. Well, I expected something to happen, but not in this regard. Not especially not by Rufus.
I can't believe it.
Juna? Oh, if you need to go lie down, we quite understand. Oh, don't worry about me. This is just all so sudden that it took me a minute to process it. But there's no way in hell I'm gonna sit around sulking when there's work to be done. Well, if you're sure. I'm sorry. I should have broken the news to you more gently. That was careless of me. Oh, don't sweat it. I imagine you must have been pretty stunned when you found out too. Right now, I just want to know the details of what happened. For one thing, who did this? Good question. Can you fill us all in? Oh, of course. I apprised Lord Matthäus of the details earlier, but you all deserve to know. As I mentioned, the signing ceremony for Crossbell's independence at 2 PM today came under attack. The assault was the work of a military force led by Rufus Alberea. Rufus Alberea? But he was arrested, right? He was, yes. But last night, the former Governor General and his subordinates escaped from Orc Fort, where they were being held. Though their breakout certainly puts us on high alert, we had hoped to keep this information from going public and causing confusion during the ceremony. Unfortunately, it seems people had to find out in the worst way possible. So you're saying that they escaped one night, then were able to take over Crossbell the very next morning? Or afternoon? There gotta be more to this. Agreed, we're clearly dealing with something that had been carefully planned. What about Lloyd and the rest of the SSS? Come to think of it, they were supposed to be helping with the ceremony security. Oh, I'm afraid I haven't heard anything about the SSS so far. I'm sure they did their best to hold off the assailants, but... no. Well, I suppose all we can do is pray that they're alright. You kidding me? No way any real harm could have come to him with Randolph there. I have to agree there. I'm sure the members of the SSS are all just fine. What happened after the initial attack? Well, Rufus' military force spread out, defeating the CGF and taking control of the entire region. After which, Rufus dubbed himself the Supreme Leader and proclaimed the establishment of the United Nation of Crossbell. That really sounds ominous. Yeah, and they're right. if he escaped the night before the attack on the signing ceremony, this cannot be like some one-off luck thing. This has to be planned, meaning someone else on the outside were assisting him in this. Probably Ouroboros, considering who we saw on the rooftop. Well, you took the words right out of my mouth. Well, his new title, and proclaimed rule, made clear that he wants to rule the entirety of Crossbell once more. Well, too bad, because we're not gonna let him. That's right. If it wasn't obvious, Rufus Alberea is acting alone, without the government or Imperial family support. Yes. But now that we know that Rufus is taking over Crossbell, this must be also a part of why Olivier is not anywhere being found. Did they kidnap him in order for the Imperial family to not go against this action? At least not straight away? Maybe. They could be connected, they are probably connected, but we don't know for sure, at least not yet. But why do this now, of all times? Do you have any idea what this goal could be, Mayor? Well, I'm afraid not.
I will be the one to bear the responsibility for His Excellency's actions. It is the best way we can go about quelling the unrest in Erebonia and solving the issue of Crossbell all at once. I can think of no better way for us Ironbloods to honor him.
I don't want to think he was lying when he said all that. In all honesty, I don't think he did. Something happened since then. Something to change his mind. I'm not saying his mind's being controlled by somebody, but someone that implanted the idea that this is a good idea to honor Osborne. Well, putting him aside for the moment, what's the current situation in Crossbell? Well, I'm concerned about how the surrounding nations must be reacting too. Well, currently, Rufus's black-clad soldiers are blockading all routes in and out of the region. Both Erebonia and Calvert seems content just watching how everything plays out for the present. Yeah, cause they don't want to incite a war, not yet, not until they know what's going on. Well, it makes sense for the Empire to be reluctant to interfere in Crossbell's affairs after the war. But the Republic's silence is a little bit more than unexpected. Well, both countries suffered major losses from the Ion and the Septarion of Zero when they attacked Crossbell 3 years ago. I'm guessing they aren't going to forget that in a hurry. Those losses ended up leading to the civil war here and the economic crisis in Calvert too. So Calvert is likely playing it safe for now until they know what they're dealing with. Exactly. Because if Crossbell, even under a new rule by Rufus instead of independence, can still play nice with Erebonia and Calvert, both of them will hold off until they have more insight about what's going on and where this is heading. Because if Rufus is trying to re-establish a bigger military force, trying to take over Calvert or Erebonia, then we will see action from both sides. Right now, they don't know what's going on. They have to figure that out. Because maybe they can use diplomatic measures in order to go against it. Pretty sure that's not gonna happen, but who knows? Oh, but they're not just going to sit this out forever, are they? I doubt it. It probably won't be long before they start making moves. Which isn't likely to end well, given that they've steadily been increasing their military strength for a while now. Well, all communication with the region is being blocked, so I'm afraid that's all I know. I'm so sorry I can't tell you how your family is doing, Juna. I'm sure you must be so worried about them. No, it's alright. Your explanations made me feel a lot more at ease. It doesn't sound like the soldiers occupying Crossbell are going to hurt innocent civilians. I'm more worried about those who try to resist that occupation. People like Lloyd or the rest of the SSS. I hope they're all okay. Well, there are a lot of other people we know in Crossbell right now too. Yeah, which is also concerning. Alyssa and Sharon are there representing the Reinfeldt company to name two. Then Toa's there representing Thors, and Machias is there on behalf of the Inspectorate. And they were all supposed to attend the signing ceremony. Oh, they're all likely targets in the event of an attack too. Hell, I'd be more surprised if they weren't targeted. Thank you, Ash. That puts us all at ease. He's not wrong, though. Like I said, I'm sure everyone's fine. We've been through more than our fair share of trouble in the past and came out on the other end in one piece. That goes for Lloyd and the SSS too. I wouldn't be surprised if they're all working together to get the situation under control. Yeah, I'm sure they are. All we can do is believe in them. I assume you have finished discussing the Crossbell situation? If you would, Major, I would like to discuss the other matter at hand. Father? There's something else? Yes, you see, a video recording was recently delivered to the Intelligence Division. It doesn't directly concern what happened in Crossbell, but I think it's something that all of you should see.
I am C, leader of the Reborn Imperial Liberation Front.
Yeah. I've seen this character in promotional material, and that his name was C. And the first thing my mind was going for is, that can never be Chrome. It would be too on the nose for it to be that. But concerning what we saw at the end of Lloyd's route, I don't know. Weird things are happening and I don't know why. So could it be it? I hope we get to contact Crow so we can, well, figure that out. But it is using the same information, same name as Liberation Front, so yeah.
With the iron-blooded monster slain, the Empire had claimed its key to enter an era of peace. Alas, it would seem his poisonous beliefs are now being carried on by zealots, espousing nonsense of a united nation. To those who support their losing game, and to the ignorant politicians who allow these dogs to bark, I say this: we shall see you pay for your crimes. Our first target was the foolish prince and his wings, now bound to inaction.
Okay, so at least we got someone taking credit for the missing prince.
Our next target shall be the muck and mire that gathers in the Vermilion City.
Well, there we go. Somebody's finally taking responsibility for the prince napping. By the name of C2. Why does that ring a bell? Well, C was an alias used by the leader of the Imperial Liberation Front, a terrorist group who opposed the late Chancellor Osborne. His true identity was revealed to be a Thor student who you all know very well. Crow Armbrust. Yeah, that checks out. Still, I know, none of this makes any sense. Crow has no reason to be using that name again. And even less reason to abduct Prince Olivert and Lady Scherzard. Oh, does that mean someone else has taken his alias for their own? Could be. But it could also just be him, but that something else is going on. We just don't know yet. For that reason, we need to get in contact with Crow and hash it out. I think that's a safe assumption. Unfortunately, I don't have any clue to Crow's whereabouts. Can you get in touch with him? Well, I'm trying, but he's not picking up. I know he went home to Jirai a few days ago, but beyond that... Nope, I can't get through to him. Just like I can't contact Alyssa and the others. Could something have happened in Jirai? Well, it's been a hotbed of conflict lately due to the independence movement, so that is a possibility. But there's always a chance that he was caught up in some entirely unrelated trouble. I have faith in Crow. Even if he did get caught up in something, he'll get himself out of it, I know it. For sure, the guy's always been a wily one. Either way, that video does tell us a few things. True, we can't be certain of his new C's identity, but I think it's safe to assume that they are responsible for the prince's abduction. Well, they also seem to be in conflict with Rufus Elberea and his faction. Though, judging by the timing of the prince's abduction, You almost wonder whether they saw Crossbell's occupation coming. And if they did, that only raises more questions. Either way, now that we've got our culprits, we've got to work on going after them. Indeed, and I think our best clue would be the last part of the recording. The mock admirer that gathers in the Vermilion City, huh? Then at least we know where he's going, so we probably will be going there too. First we learn the prince was abducted, and then we get that mysterious declaration. That was a lot to take in. Either way, I can discuss it all with my classmates tomorrow morning. Then we can decide how to best approach all of this. Juna.
I know it's March, but it's still cold to be out at night, Juna. Especially in areas that still have snow on the ground.
What are you doing here, instructor?
I could sense you out here from inside my room. Given how late it is and how new you are to Ymir's weather, I couldn't help but worry.
You can't just whip out those super senses for any old thing.
Maybe. But every time they prove useful in a situation like this, I'm glad I spent time honing them.
What are you sitting down for, anyway? Aren't you here to make me go inside?
This isn't the academy dorm. There's no curfew here. If you want to stay up a little late, I'm not going to stop you.
Wow. You sure you should be saying stuff like that to your impressionable students?
I don't think it hurts once in a while.
Yeah, and I'm sure he trusts their judgment in a lot of things.
So you're not going to ask me anything?
I'm not even sure where to start. I feel like you're the one who has to be willing to open up here.
Open up? You think I'm just trying to act fine when I'm not, don't you?
Not just think it. I know I'm correct.
You are. You are, but how many times has this happened now? Over and over. Crossbell finds itself in danger, and every time, I get all worked up and cause more problems for everyone.
That's because you're passionate about your hometown. I don't think anybody can fault you for that.
I'm just tired of being such a burden. So what choice do I have but to bottle it all up and deal with it on my own?
I get what you're trying to say, but you're missing the fact that everyone wants to help you when things go south. That goes for all your classmates. And me. If it was the other way around and one of your classmates needed help, wouldn't you want to give it to them?
Well, yeah. Of course I would. But I think you're the last person I want to hear that from. I get you're our instructor and all, and students aren't supposed to be the ones teaching the teacher, but...
That's not why I don't turn to you. Thing is, I have the same problem you do. And I need to work on it too. But turning to your friends, or your students, for comfort and advice isn't a sign of weakness. That's what they're there for. And that doesn't change, no matter how many times you have to do it. You help each other, so you can move forward together.
Then... can I...
Go on.
can I turn to you for comfort now?
Of course you can.
We fought so hard. And we thought this was finally it. So, why did they go and take it away from us again? Why can't Crossbell just be free? What did we do to deserve all this?
Nothing, for as far as we know it. This is not fair.
Just leave us alone!
Do you feel a bit better now?
Yeah. But now the embarrassment of all that crying in front of you is really starting to set in. Anyway, don't worry about me. I'm fine now, really. No matter how many times people take our home, we'll just take it right back from them.
That's what I like to hear.
Well, I guess it is getting late. I'm gonna head back to my room. So, thank you for lending me your coat. I'll give it back now. I don't want you being cold either.
And you do not want to answer the questions from Muse when you get back to the dorm with that coat over your shoulders.
Thanks. Good night, Yuna. Well, I'd better get to bed too. It's been a really, really long day.
Rean's route Act 1 as the snow thaws. The end. Okay, so now Rean's route is done as well. As expected, but yeah. And I said it before and at the end of the last episode that I knew Yuna would have the biggest response to all of this because it's her hometown and it's justified for her to be sad about it. And like Rean said, they both had the same problem. Asking for help when they need it the most. And hopefully he will take a page of her book as well and not crop it up himself. Alright, let's make a quick save. And where do we go from here? I have an assumption, but let's see. Because we know, well, I assume that C's route is the third one. Assuming, because that's about what's on the promotional material. So do we get to play Act 1 from that now as well? And I wonder if that's going to be also on the same day. Not from the moment we just saw, but from before then. That we can see how it started from their perspective. That would be extremely interesting. See where they come from, how it starts. And then right into the ceremony and the decoration. Maybe even seeing what they did, if they did, with the kidnapping of the prince. Let's see. Let's click to proceed and see where we go from here. Yes, question mark. And they are saying question mark, but like I said, from what I've seen from the promotion material, it's not a lot. I know it was about Rean, Lloyd, and C. The picture was them three there, so I think it's safe to say that what that route is. But let's click on it. And the rest is still, of course, still locked. Playthrough question marks route in question mark. Yeah, show us who it is and confirm it. If I'm wrong, fine, I'll accept it, but we'll see. Ooh, I like the dubious music.
Stop right there! Hand over the case.
Who are you? You're not bandits, are you? Are you going to hurt me?
Enough! Do as you're told!
But that's mine!
Check the contents!
A doll?
It's just a stuffed animal! Did we get the wrong person?
That's not just a stuffed animal, silly. It's one of my special ones.
What the?
Okay.
You set us up!
Nice job, S.
There's another one!
They're down to 3. Let's get them down to none.
Okay. Alrighty.
Interesting.
Do your best, guys.
And of course, coming in there straight away and being called, as we already know, it's a liberation front. Okay. Let's see what we got here. What kind of orders do we get to play with? Delay and EP cost down. Both not bad. 2 and 3. We can deal with that. What kind of items do we have? Let us make sure we scan them. Of course, we know what it is. Does he have an analysis function? No. Art. No. Then you'll be the one that does the other one. And again, another sword with another stats. It's the color of the hair, isn't it?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, and we'll see in a moment if S has skills that does the analysis as well, like an art or an actual craft. Mark. No, so neither of them has it. Wait. No impede, so he can't do anything about that.
It's me.
Alright, he does done now.
Are you ready? Ah! Got you.
Asking for it. On it.
Oh yes, we're definitely on it. An area S1. Oh, let's target everybody. Is S an assassin? It is cool how he's holding his weapons though. Slightly familiar too. Alright, let's see what else he can do. Can we then... What does Mark actually do? Yeah, there must be the result, the consequence of it.
Target locked. You're down.
It's me.
It is you. Restores and nothing more. Punitive actions.
Are you ready? Ah! Now, save me, S.
Got it. Ready? Time to settle this. Oh no, you don't.
Really knocking me on my
There's Nadia's
floor. They really are trying to make this hard on me, aren't they? Holy... Or just use items. A bit expensive, but sure.
Appreciate it.
It's me.
It's you.
Arcus activate.
Okay. They're down.
Yeah.
Zuriel cannon. Alright, with one down, the rest is bound to follow.
On it.
It's me! Are you ready?
Come on, one of those zero orders could fall on us, right?
Keep at it.
It's me!
No, oh, he knocked him out of range. It's not that she actually needed it, but would have been nice just to hit both of them.
Target locked. They're down. Take him out.
Why, you?
It's me!
On it. They're down. Buffy.
Yeah, straight up in his face.
Nana, you're so amazing! I know, right?
Adorable. I like her already. Altair, Vega, and Talisman. Right.
You couldn't have been more right about how they moved on you.
I wouldn't have even noticed them if you didn't say something first. But that's what makes us the most perfect team in the whole wide world.
Swin, Abel, and Nadia, Rean.
Still, they were clearly well trained. I thought we'd be in the clear once we reached the Empire, but guess not.
At least they were dumb enough to make it obvious what they were after.
The case, yeah.
The proper case.
What do you think's inside?
Well, we've seen cases like this before, and it could just be reusing assets, but the last time we had a chat like this, Kia was in it, or the dolls for Mariabel. Those are the first two ideas I have, so could there just be another artificial human in there? Maybe.
I don't know, but whatever it is, it's a big deal.
And on the other hand, it could just be a case. You know what I mean? Just some, I don't know, clothes, bomb products, secrets, plans, that kind of stuff. No, maybe even the outfit that C's wearing. Just spitting off a few things, but that's what the chest at least reminded me of.
He was pretty adamant about keeping it secret. Would have been easier to have the guild transport it if it was something normal.
Yeah, and as long as it's in our hands, I don't want to let him down.
Me either. He's been real good to us.
The problem is how we're going to deliver it with nothing but some cryptic riddle to tell us where to go.
We'll figure it out eventually. No need to stress ourselves out over it.
Guess. Well, we should get moving. We might have more of those guys hot on our tail.
Sure, but before we address the real problem on our hands... I'm tired. I don't want to walk anymore.
Carry me.
You can carry me, right? Pretty please.
I somehow knew this was coming.
I am not doing that.
Not again.
You're always so mean to me. So very mean.
Stop whining and walk. And give me the case. I'll carry it.
And here was your chance to be a gentleman. Someone needs to step up their game around women.
Whatever you say, Nadia.
We have plenty of lady killers. The body type doesn't scream crow, does it? It's different. Evening of Encounters.
Nadia.
I know.
Wait. Isn't that from the gnomes? Yeah, the silver combat shell.
I don't think it's an archaism.
I got it. What is with this thing? I might as well be doing nothing.
Looks like it's manufactured out of some special material, but that's all I got.
The core can't be damaged unless you first prioritize the joints.
So that's how it works. Who's the snoop?
Someone with suspicious written all over him.
And
But
knowledge.
we'll just have to trust him for now. I don't care who I'm up against. Not with me!
Nurse Nadia's
Appreciate
here.
it.
Okay, so what we are getting right now is that C has knowledge about these types of units. I don't know why, but my mind is, could it be Alberic? But bringing people back after they have been disappeared, destroyed, killed. It is a thing Falcom does tend to do every once in a while. But could that be it? Just getting my thoughts out there. We need more info, and we'll get that throughout the game, I'm sure. About Swin's Twin Blades. Swin's Twin Blades can mark his enemies. Enemies that have been marked with will fall victim to guaranteed critical strikes during his next attack. Anytime Swin strikes an enemy with a normal attack or craft, he has a chance of marking them. Whenever Swin attacks a marked enemy, it will be guaranteed critical hit. Only after conclusion of the second attack will they no longer be marked.
Okay.
Right.
No choice.
Yeah, if you got a zero craft, just like with the art, you have to use it.
How shall we play?
Shall we scan it? Well, it has enough HP, so let's see if C has something different in store. No weakness.
Arcus activate!
I'll take care of it.
That's fine. Restore allied HP, CP based on damage dealt. Didn't Wazzy have the same kind of ability to him? Not that I think it's Wazzy, because this character is shorter than Wazzy is, so that's not a possibility. What kind of aura does he have himself? Critical for 30% and reduced cast time. Again, alright. Zoa Beller. Yeah, it's actually is it.
On guard.
On guard.
Nurse Nadia's
Appreciate
here.
it.
Not bad.
On guard.
Let's see what else you can do.
How about this? Renegade!
It's me!
Alright, let's keep that going.
Arcus activate! Yeah!
Not bad at all. Great satanic claws. Mark only have a 50% chance of landing via normal attacks, but they have a much higher chance of landing via crafts. Attack the marked enemy using Swing right now to see this mechanic for yourself.
On it.
How shall
No.
we play? Arcus, activate!
Alright.
Alright. He doesn't need it because he's already
Ready?
full health. Just want that heal to come through.
Appreciate it. There. Ready?
Did get the critical we wanted.
Keep at it. Now, Nadia.
PK!
Advancing arms.
Nurse Nadia's
Appreciate
here.
it.
How shall we
Her
play?
status of cover is really nice. Still 100,000. That's a lot, is it? And this costs a 200 as well. Maybe we wanna try it a different way for now.
Carve through. Shadow step.
How shall we play?
On guard. On guard.
It's me!
Ready?
Right. It's got heals. Can we take it away from it? Doesn't seem like it. So I do want to steal it. I kind of want to steal it.
Target locked.
Welcome to my tech detox! Bam! Smack! Slam! My pièce de résistance!
Ooh, another kind of doll.
Make Nana proud! Just how did I know?
Alright.
I missed my damage reduction, definitely.
Cut you down!
Okay, so it heals allies even if they're not inside the circle. Okay, that's very good to know.
Time to settle this. Detonate.
How shall we play?
Critical not necessary.
Now!
Asking for it.
I'll take care of it.
Zero order, definitely want to go for that.
Carve through. Shadow step.
On guard. How about this? Renegade!
On it.
Alright.
Yeah, it's just a lot of HP this thing has. I have to be careful that we have enough to keep our party alive.
How shall we play? Are you ready? Time!
I'll take care of it.
Ah, come on, we cannot use any misses.
Carve through. Shadow step. Ready? Hip.
On guard.
Marking.
It's me!
Ready? Keep at it! Now, Nadia!
Yep!
Finish it off. At least you got a brave seed out of it.
Did it run off?
Yes, so?
Thanks. What you said was dead on.
No thanks necessary. However... I will be taking this.
I just wanted what is inside that box. Okay, so one thing is clear, those two don't know C, at least not yet.
So you helped us out to nab the case?
Correct. I appreciate that your valiant efforts against your pursuers saved me a great deal of time.
We're gonna need that back. And if you won't give it back, we'll take it back.
By all means.
Hold up, S. This might be a stupid question, but bear with me. Could you tell us your name?
I go by C. I am the leader of the reborn Imperial Liberation Front.
C.
Is this a bit?
This is either a crazy coincidence, or fate just really likes messing with us.
Yeah, because the fact that Nadia and S, let's keep it at that, uses letters for names mean that they are of the Liberation Front, but C is also from it. Does it mean that they don't know each other or that they are from the same organization?
Have I said something unusual?
So, when we were given that case...
Yeah, Swin. Swill is something you drink on a very bad Saturday night.
We were told to deliver it to a person who introduces themselves as C.
I'd like for you to elaborate on the details of this request of yours.
Can't. That's the long and short of it.
Ever since last month, we've been trying to figure out just who C could be, and we've hit dead end after dead end.
Did you just say last month?
Yeah,
You are certain of this?
Hundo P.
Where do we get an idea that the moniker C, a month ago he didn't even use that one yet? Or at least that's what he's thinking, is it?
You doing okay? Those mushrooms you eat on the way here start to kick in or something?
Oh, I'm quite well. I simply did not expect this affair to take such an amusing turn. Never did I expect to have this much fun.
Letter C and having so much fun. Could also be Campanella, if you know what I mean, so yeah. Like, I'm just throwing out names there on people in my head that could potentially be C.
well, if you're good, then... Is it okay with you if we open the case? Our work isn't considered complete until we've verified its contents have been safely received.
Don't worry. That one's not rigged with a bomb, I think.
You think? Then again, not like we've seen what's inside for ourselves.
But now we can. I've been dying to open it. Wanna give us a hint to make it fun?
I haven't the faintest idea what's inside.
You went through all the trouble of stealing it when you don't even know what it is?
Someone's a wild card.
No, someone's working for orders.
True, I don't know its precise contents. Whatever they may be, however, they concern the unrest that plagues Crossbell and Erebonia, and I firmly believe they will lead me to the root of its cause. Well, go on then. Open it. what lies within deliver us hope? Or will it deliver yet more misfortune?
It is a human, isn't it? Just like Kia. Like I said, oh no, wait. It's a doll. I was a little bit right on both fronts, I guess.
Who are?
Two colored eyes.
You.
Interesting indeed. I wonder if them using that case was to trigger that response in her head? That reference to Kia and her in the case? It did for me though. The official intro to the game means all Act 1s have been completed, I guess. Ooh. Is McBurn coming back in this one as well? I wouldn't mind. Would love to learn more about him as well, especially from his origin. She looks very sentient for a droid, for a doll, doesn't she? I wonder if we're all gonna get like new panzers, so since we don't have the knight anymore. Or is it gonna be a game that's fully gone back on the floor again? Ooh, what was that? It's showing us a little bit without revealing who it actually is. Probably the icon of the girl that's on the logo of the game. We know nothing about that, at least. Question marks route Act 1. The C route, let's just call it from that. Evening of Encounters, the end. Yeah, okay, we're gonna leave it here for the episode. And like I said, that the fact that they used a chest like that, also the way it was carried, like it screamed the exact same situation as how we encountered with Kia. But Kia looked fully human. This one looks exactly like a doll, but with what we've seen on the intro and what we just see her waking up, very sentient. So feels more real. So is it then more like an homunculus? Very intriguing indeed. I want to learn more about that, most definitely. So, the last Act 1 has been completed, so I'm guessing on the next one we're going to continue and, well, see where the next act leads. And which one are available. Are all three going to be there for us to pick, or are we going to be rolled back into just one of them? And another thing I'm thinking about is, later on, if we can choose all three, will the ones we pick first influence the other two? That's like, well, you've seen this part already in here, so we don't need to touch up upon that with the second one. Or choices we make in one, will they affect the other? Like if you go through a dungeon and both of them, but you don't know from each other you're doing that, but one flips a switch, opens the door to someone else, opens the route for them. Is that also a way we're going to use this to walk as well? I don't know, so many questions, but like I said, we're just getting started, so there's still so much more to do, especially considering how long series from the Legend of Heroes take. Last one, over 200 episodes, well over 100 hours, so we got a lot of fun incoming. But for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. So until then, bye-bye.